Hello everybody, I'm Matthew White and welcome to FYI right here on the Real Estate Channel. I'm pleased to have in the studio today as my guest our producer at the Real Estate Channel, Matt Grant. Matt, welcome to the show.
How's it going?
Not too bad. How you doing?
I'm here.
That's good. All right, all right. What is your background first in video and production? Give us a little background on yourself, sir.
My background in video and production, well, I guess I've been making TV for about 5 years. Someone pointed out to me the other day that that's almost a quarter of my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, things have been going pretty well. Obviously, I'm from New Zealand. I started off just making community television and student television while I was at university, and then made the move out here to Vancouver, to Canada, to sort of try out some new things, and worked in the film industry for a while as a technician, as a grip. And then made the transition over here to television, and Real Estate Channel is a pretty exciting venture. So.
Yeah, how did you end up at the Real Estate Channel?
It's a long story, I guess, but, they were looking for producers, and the medium I thought was really cool, being an internet-based television provider, as well as the Novus network, etc. I thought it was really exciting and a good opportunity for me to come on board. I thought I could contribute something.
Now, for those just tuning in, what is the Real Estate Channel in a nutshell?
What is the Real Estate Channel in a nutshell? Well, I guess you could describe it as a multimedia portal. Okay, so we provide advertising solutions, multimedia advertising solutions to the real estate industry. So we have obviously our internet-based television service, we have a cable TV network service on the Novus network, as well as numerous other site-related projects related to the real estate industry.
You hear a lot of people talking about the power of video when it comes to sales. Give us a little about that.
Well, I think the internet is, an enormous medium, and I shouldn't say just the internet, but in terms of video, I mean, video adds credibility to people. I know you watch the news, you believe what you see, you believe the news presenter. There's a truth testament to that medium, right? So obviously, taking that medium and applying it to the real estate industry, it makes a lot of sense, right? People are trying to sell houses, sell property, they're real things, right? And what better way to market it to a large audience than via video, right? That can be video through the television, that can be video through the internet, or that can be video that I just give you a DVD, you play it at home, do whatever you want, right? So obviously it's an incredibly effective medium for what we're trying to do for real estate marketing service to get that message out there to as many people as possible. And that can be specifically just advertising a particular property or development for sale, or that can be exposure for a development company, a real estate agent, or any affiliated group to market themselves.
Seems like concept-wise, it's a no-brainer, as it's a multi-billion-dollar real estate hub here in Vancouver, and without an active real estate channel, unlike a lot of other provinces and states in the United States that have them.
Yeah, we looked at what was happening in the western coast of Canada and the United States, as well as in comparison to the rest of Canada and the rest of the United States, and it was something that wasn't happening that we felt should be here. Okay, back a few years ago, there was a real estate channel here in Vancouver that was successful. It was a really good medium. It didn't work out, I guess, as sometimes these things don't. We looked out east to what people were doing in Ontario, and obviously the Rogers Network has a very successful real estate channel. We wanted to emulate that, but we wanted to take it to the next step, okay? So it's not just about slideshow, this is property, this is property. We offer a dedicated programming service that encompasses the real estate industry. So that's not limited to property or particular agents, that includes developments, that includes your home staging, interior design, architecture, mortgage, financial institutions. It's everything. It's huge, right?
How do you think the internet, in your opinion, has changed the face of real estate?
The internet obviously is an enormous medium these days. People talk a lot about distribution, our viewership numbers. Obviously television is the dominant visual medium for our age, right, along with cinema. And it has an enormous far-reaching network. It can reach people in their own homes, okay? Television is fantastic. The internet has the ability to reach an enormous audience that's not limited by, normal geographical boundaries, right? You can watch the internet in England, you can watch it in New Zealand, you can watch it here in Vancouver, right? The power of the internet in terms of video, obviously there's a lot of technological developments that have taken place in the last few years that has made the medium accessible to everyone. I guess it started off with blogs, like Lonely Girl 69 plays her guitar, why won't you love me, why won't you love me?
Right.
Okay, it's transformed now into video blogging. People are posting videos on the internet. Huge mediums such as YouTube, Google Video, etc., etc. There's enormous power now to put that technology in everybody's hands, okay? So everyone can put their messages out onto the internet, and it's taken seriously, and the technology's advanced to a particular level where we can now stream information across the internet, okay? Internet television, not a problem anymore, okay? Sites like iTunes, for example, Apple sets up this network, okay, we can sell music, distribute it across the internet. It's not a problem, the audience is there. what's happening now is there's huge developments. Okay, Google purchases YouTube for, what do I know, $1.5 billion, an enormous amount of money. Okay,
Right.
so there's this enormous monetary value that's now placed on this incredible medium, right? It's something that people are kind of taking, it's being made aware of now. People will take it seriously. Obviously, there's untold examples of the power of the internet and the way that it can reach people much faster than conventional broadcast methods. For example, we use the example of the BC Stadium when the roof collapsed. Okay,
Right.
there was someone took a video out of their apartment of this giant chunk of the roof flapping in the wind. Obviously, everyone knows what happens. The roof deflates like a giant balloon. I personally thought it was hilarious, but anyway,
It looks funny.
within minutes of that event taking place, it's on the internet for everyone to see. And not just everyone in Vancouver who knows about it, but anyone who can log on to
Right.
YouTube, for example, can see that happen right here, right now, okay? So there's kind of shortcuts that people can take now that are kind of bypassing traditional broadcast methods, right? Where you can go point to point, okay? You don't have to go via a medium. You can have your video on demand. You can choose what you watch when you want to watch it, right? I think that's an enormous potential and enormous power for what we're doing for the real estate industry. Someone can advertise a property, a development, boom, it's there, it's hitting your audience, you send the link, there it is, right? Anyone can see it, anytime.
Now, the real estate channel, has a page on YouTube, does it not?
Yeah, we do. Obviously, all our content is on the internet. Okay, we host it on our own website because we want people to come to our website to
Right.
see stuff.
Obviously.
But obviously, there's enormous brand awareness of sites. Probably one of the reasons why Google invested so much money into something like YouTube is because it has brand awareness. Everyone knows they get, 20 million hits a day or something
Yeah.
like that? That's not to say that everyone who logs onto YouTube will watch one particular video, but there's an enormous potential to put that product in front of a potential audience, and they can choose whether or not they want to watch it or not, right?
Seems like a decade ago, everything that we're talking about now seems so much more expensive. I mean, it's coming down in price, obviously. doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you look at price comparison, right? I guess it was 1984 or something like that. JVC brings out this, VHS video camera that
I
was
bought Beta
an
back
enormous,
then,
we were Beta men, they were VHS men, okay, eventually VHS 1. The point is, you could buy a camera then. It was, probably yay big. It probably weighed 50 pounds. You put it on your shoulder. You run around with it. You got a pack for something else, and it was what, I don't know, $4,000. But it was huge because it revolutionized the industry. Anyone now can have a video camera. They can run around. They can take photos. They can do whatever they want. The technology, of course, is reduced to the point where you can buy a little palm-sized handycam.
Right.
$1,200. Sony has a high-definition video camera. Okay, so you can get like 1,080 lines of resolution there, no problem anymore. It used to be 300. Television runs at what, like 500? So there's an enormous potential now to put these little devices in anyone's hands. $1,200. It's not cheap, but it's very affordable compared to 5 years ago. Cheapest high-definition camera was probably $5,000. The domain of the professional, right? Anyone can have that now. Anyone can buy a webcam, stick it on their computer, point it out the window, take photos every day. Away you go, right?
Now, at the risk of, touching on something we might have already, it seems like a no-brainer for this to be a good thing for the realtor. Like, how does the real estate channel benefit the realtor, in your opinion?
The real estate channel benefits the realtor in that our product and what we give benefits them directly through our own marketing services, right? We encompass the real estate channel network on the Novus network, for example. Okay, anyone can tune in, anyone can see that any time, right? There's an enormously powerful medium. Secondly, the internet allows us to distribute our product via the realtor. Okay, we can give you your video, you can embed it on your own website, you can refer it to your own clients, you can do whatever you want with it. So our product is transferable. Okay, you can't take a page out of a magazine, tear it out, and then stick it in another one and be like, here it is, page 110B, right? You can't do that. Our product you can. So obviously, there you go, straight off the bat. That's enormously powerful for the realtor, okay? So you're not just paying money for a product that we distribute. Obviously, we do distribute it, but as well, you get to keep it.
Matt Grant, thank you very much for coming on FYI today from the Real Estate Channel. It's Matt Grant. For more information, you can check us out at www.realestatechannel.ca. Thank you.